Do y'all ever rewatch videos that you've posted and cry or laugh or remember or just have any emotion? I think that's one of the biggest changes in my life since I've started my channel is is the amount of therapeutic healing and release of pent up emotions from years, like literally years. I know a lot of people talk about how YouTube changed their life because of the money they're making off of it. And that's going to happen too. That's going to happen too. But right now, I guess I just wanted to come on here and share that doing YouTube it is changing my life, and it is giving me a platform and an audience, a supportive audience, and a community, and giving me a voice, I guess. Even if I'm the only one that hears it. The video I just watched had 11 views, guys. 11 views. Only 11, and I was probably half of them. Ironically, that's one of my numbers. But it was called "You Can Change Your Brain." If you want to go watch it, it's I think it's a freaking fantastic video that can help a lot of people. You can make your own decision. And the weird thing is that the only reason I went looking for a specific video, and I didn't even realize it was that one until I started watching through it, was because a friend of mine that I haven't talked to in a really long time, reached out today, and I'm not gonna put their business out there, but they just weren't in a great spot. They just weren't in a great spot. They've had some really traumatic, unbelievable things happen in their life. And so they had every valid reason not to be in a great spot. And so I wanted to share a couple of my videos that I thought kind of resonated with maybe some of the experience that they were going through. Not that, and nobody's experiences are the same. So it wasn't like, oh, I have a video and telling you how to fix that. No, it wasn't like that. It was just that by hearing their story, it reminded me of talking out some of my own struggles and demons and challenges in life, and how I changed my perspective on them, and how I changed the self-sabotage that I was, the self-destructive road that I was on because of the way that I was viewing some of these things. And that video just talks about how you can change negative, depressive, anger emotions into positive ones, and really change it into greatness. And not even just changing it, but like utilizing the energy within that emotion. So if that interests you at all, go look at that. It's called Change Your Brain. It was a daily vlog in January of 25. But yeah, so anyway, all that to say, I went searching for that for them, and I wanted to watch it and make sure that, it was appropriate. And I had forgotten a lot of the stuff that I said, that I taught in that video to me and to myself and to the world, and to the things that I read, and to the connections that I made, and then to I had forgotten I told so much of my own story and related it to that. And then, you know, how I was able to how I was able to still be here today making this video, you know? And it's just, it's a release. It's therapeutic, it's healing. And I'm not even monetized yet. And I guess that this just kind of brought to my realization, like, how much I can watch myself grow, and how much I can, I guess, just keep track of my own personal life, because I need videos to do that, apparently. You know, but it's interesting, you know, and like, I've thought about this in different ways. Like, sometimes you can have these amazing moments with a certain person, or even just within yourself, just an epiphany, or just, you know, just a learning moment, or an amazing, you know, intimate experience with another human. I think that's where a lot of the connectedness comes from. But you can have all these moments, at least personally, in my experience. I know that I've had these phenomenal, life-changing experiences, and the only place that they are is in here. Which, this gets a little full sometimes, my brain, okay? There's a lot of shit living up there rent-free. But I'm working on it. I'm working on getting that shit out. Start working on yours, because everybody has it. But I don't want to say record your entire life. That's what I'm trying not to say, okay? But there is some benefit and beauty in the ability to go back when I've had these very meaningful, purposeful moments in my life, whether they just be mental or they be a memory that is in here that I'm depicting throughout my own words. And it's kind of like a scrapbook of your life. It's kind of like a scrapbook of your life. And it's not all going to be pretty. And it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. But what should happen is you should be able to see your growth along the way. And I guess that's something that I never really realized or even thought about that I was going to be receiving when I started my channel. And I thought that maybe, you know, I don't know, just by sharing that, maybe it would inspire other people. Even if you don't want to ever get monetized, even if you don't care about anybody else seeing your story, even if anything, man, just like, there's something to be said for recording yourself in a safe, quiet environment. Nobody else is here except the doggy. He's sleeping. But if you can find a safe, quiet place and just hit record. A lot of times I try to think about what I'm going to say when I come on here. Or what message do I need to share today? Well, what are my key points? I think about it sometimes all day. And the most beautiful videos that I make, I feel, are the ones where I'm just like, just hit record and start talking, sis. Just let it flow. Just let it. And the first couple times are going to be real ugly. The first several videos, I couldn't even talk. So if you do that, don't stop. And you don't even have to post them on YouTube, or post them and keep them private so that you can always have them no matter if your phone, does whatever it does, Yeah, just keep them private. Nobody else can see them if they're private. You know, and the way that it just keeps like a chronological timeline of your life and your growth and your experience and things that you might not just remember from a mental memory. And you know, some situations, in my opinion, shouldn't be recorded. Like I try to be very aware of not ruining the beauty of the present moment with pulling out my camera to record, because that'd be a great YouTube video. So I would like to offer for you to be mindful of that. Like, experience your life, but don't let your YouTube channel take it over. Share your life experience with the world if you have any desire to. Or just, like I said, keep them private. I mean, it could be anything. It could be one topic that you want to talk about or remember things about. It could be a freaking legal situation that you're in, that you want to document certain things as they happen. I'm currently doing that as we speak. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. I should do that and keep my videos private for the things that I can't make public. Wow, see, you know, or even just like keep them on your phone. But just, I guess I'm just trying to say that there are things that I am receiving, gifts, lessons, you know, teachings, you know, feelings, emotions that are making my life more positive and my life better by recording myself, that I never foresaw, that I could have never imagined even, you know? So I guess I just wanted to share that, because I've never really seen anybody say that. Like, yeah, I go back and watch my own videos and, you know, wow, I forgot that I went through that, or I forgot that was, everything happened, or wow, yeah, that was so crazy, like, you know, or wow, I did a lot of healing in that video. Like, I could see the healing in my demeanor of, yeah, I was crying, but the look and the energy on my face was so different than just even as close as a couple years ago. Just even as close as a couple years ago, I couldn't even talk about this. I couldn't even think about this stuff. There are some things I couldn't even think of. You know? And I just know there's got to be millions of people out there that feel like this, man. I just know. And I guess I want to say thank you to YouTube right now. Nobody's paid me for this. I'm not monetized. I'm not getting any money. I am unemployed from being terminated last month. Like, I have, I think I'm down to 6 cents somehow in my bank account. Okay, I'm just keeping it real, y'all. Like, I feel a great appreciation for this YouTube platform. I've tried to start doing this on other platforms. I've tried TikTok and I've tried Facebook. I never really got into any of the other ones. I dabbled, but I never really got into them to try to monetize or try to reach out to others, you know? TikTok and Facebook did not give me this feeling. TikTok and Facebook did not make me what TikTok and Facebook did for me was help me get used to talking to myself in the camera. So thank you for that. But this true healing and this true ability to just talk to yourself, whether you share it with anybody or not, but please share it. Please share it, because whatever you're going through, there is a million other people at least going through it. And it takes a lot to put yourself out here like this and be real and be honest and let people see you speak from the heart with no script and, you know, with real tears and not make the same video over and over and over and, you know, not renege on some of your information just because, you know, that's a certain title. Like, this is real life. So if you are living real life and you are learning No matter what age you are, bro, there's so much more than money that you can get from this stuff. I should have brought toilet paper. I knew I was crying. We're gonna be ghetto and use my shirt, okay? Nothing wrong with being hood. I'll wash it before I wear it again, okay? So, and also, like, I don't want to, I'm a very emotional person, and I used to think that crying was a bad thing. Not really because of my parents. I want to make that clear, but just because society makes crying seem like it's an act of weakness, or like, you know, don't cry like a little baby, you're a little sissy, only girls cry. Okay, well, fuck all that. Okay, fuck all that. Because crying is a natural human therapeutic release. That, you know what? Even the doctors and scientists, I've researched this. Even there is no explanation that any human has found as to why our eyes are overstimulated with liquid when we have an emotional response. Nobody has ever been able to make that connection. Isn't that interesting? So there is absolutely no reason for our eyes to create this liquid overflowing, aside from the fact of just a natural release and what it does for your human nervous system and body. It's a resetting of your emotional system. It's a confirmation of either healing or I need to get the fuck out of here. Okay? So healing or I need to be healed from this situation. It can be one or the other, I think. And only you can figure that out for you. But like, cry it out, yo. Men, women, children, everybody. Cry it out, you know? But then be done with it. Don't get stuck in the crying. You know? Just move on. But like, don't hold them tears in. It's all right. It's all right. Everybody does it. Kind of like farting. But nobody wants to do it around each other. But everybody knows everybody does it. Why are we so scared? Why are we so insecure? As humans, that's all the same thing. There's no reason for it. But anyway, don't let me get off on too much here. I'll be talking forever. There was one other thing I wanted to say. I feel like I already hijacked my own train of thought. Dang, what was it? Get a dog. If you're super lonely and you're crying all the time, get a doggy. Or any kind of pet. A fish. You could get literally, they sell goldfish for like $0.25 at the pet stores. Go tell them you want one goldfish. Just don't tell them that you're going to use it to feed your turtle, because then they won't sell it to you. I speak from true experience, okay? This little guy right here, let me show you. This is Pablo Escobar, y'all. This is Pablo's first time on YouTube, I think. Oh, actually, I might have a little short of him or something, but officially. Okay, say hey, Pablo. He's cool. But anyway, so I don't forget my story, he'll give me a hug. If you put your finger up to the glass, he hugs me. He's so cool. Come here, buddy. Hi, dear. Yeah, what's up, Mr. Buster? Thank you. Yeah. Oh, come on, you can get it. Sometimes his little hands will go back and forth. They'll like vibrate on the hug. I think I'm a little too close. He doesn't know what the video is right now. He's like, "What do you have in my face?" But anyway, I tried to buy this guy a goldfish. Actually, I was buying it. Okay, here's the thing. Hold on, after we say bye to him, you gotta see my face for this. Here's the thing. No, listen, I was buying goldfish for him to put in there so he could have friends to swim around with him, right? Because I looked it up online. He is a red-eared slider turtle. Red-eared slider. Is that what it's called? Okay, anyway. They are supposed to be habitable, as in like, why did I just turn blue? That was cool. It's magic. I'm telling y'all. Y'all just have to believe and start looking for the magic. There is nothing blue in here at all whatsoever. Anyway. back to the story. I was trying to buy goldfish to be his friends. I go to the pet store, ask them for goldfish. They said, what are you going to put it in? Are you going to use it for feeding, or are you going to use it for just to feed, basically? And I was like, no, I'm not using it for feeding. I'm going to put it in my turtle's aquarium. Shouldn't have said that. Should have just said I was going to put him in a goldfish tank, okay? A goldfish bowl at that, okay? Well, listen. She said, well, we don't sell them if you're going to use them primarily for food. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that's not what she's... Oh, no, she said your turtle's going to eat them. And I was like, well, I looked it up online, and it said that the red-eared sliders are supposed to be habitable with goldfish and a couple of other things. And so I don't know who was right on that, Google or her, because, well, actually, I guess I do know who was right, because he ate it. He ate the goldfish, okay? But the fact of the matter is that she would only sell me one goldfish because it was so weird. It was like their policy was ass backwards. If you were going to buy them for to keep goldfish in a bowl, you could buy as many as you wanted. But if you were going to buy them for feeding, I think you could only purchase one. Which, one goldfish, if you're feeding another animal, is like nothing. And I'm sorry, it's a circle of life. It's kind of like buying mice to feed a snake. Okay? I had several snakes in my lifetime, and you buy mice. It is what it is. Okay? But then, like, long story short, I basically got banned from the pet store. Okay? And I'm not allowed to buy anything there, especially goldfish. Okay? That's in a nutshell, that's what happened. I'm so good at getting banned from places. But anyway, we're getting so off track now, but this is it. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, yeah, start recording yourself, man. Just see what happens. And if you don't like it, don't do it again. But do it a couple of times, because at first you feel really weird and you feel awkward, especially because nobody's around, but you're talking out loud. At least for me, this was my experience. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what if my, I gotta stop cussing so much. Sorry. I was like, what if my apartment, I'm trying to say my neighbor, but, you know, the people in the apartment next to me hear me. Or what if that, who cares? Who cares? Just do it. Whisper. Become an ASMR. You can make a lot of money doing that. I gotta work on that. Anyway, guys, I love you. Okay, this is it. Comment if this made you feel any kind of way, or if this resonated with you, or if I made you laugh or cry. Let me know, please, because, you know, that would make it all worth it even more. All right? I love you. Give yourself a hug. Peace. Remembered the policy. It was bugging me about the pet store. So their policy was they could sell you as many goldfish as you wanted if you were buying them to feed another animal. But since I was saying that they were not going to be eaten with my turtle, but she was saying that they were, she was refusing to sell me them. So she ended up selling me one. But then basically, you know, I wasn't banned from the whole store, but I don't think I'm allowed to buy goldfish there anymore. Long story short. But like, how did that make sense? You're going to sell me as many as I want if I'm telling you that yes, I'm getting them to feed my turtle. But if I'm telling you that no, they're going to be friends for my turtle, but you know that they're going to eat it, isn't that still selling them to me for feeding? And I tried to ask her that and explained like where my perspective was coming from, but I don't think she quite understood. And she was like, well, you know, it comes down to ethics. Like, you're putting them in there and they're not going to stay alive. And I was like, but that's still food for the turtle. She was like, yeah, but ethically you're not buying them to feed the turtle. And I'm like, okay, I feel like this is where we need to think for ourselves and not company policies, but you know, to each their own, whatever. Let me know what you think.